Hey everybody, welcome to Thursday Night Live. This is a fourth one as we go through Canada and up to Alaska. And my guests here is Lennie and Angela from Life with Lennie's channel. And we're also here with Wayne and Carrie and Bob and Pearl from Nick's Exit. But Bob's real busy editing video yesterday and today, and he's trying to finish it up. But I'm glad you joined us, and we're going to talk about crossing the Canadian border. And also, we're going to talk about what we're doing here in Alberta, mainly Banff area. Lake Louise is where we're at, the overflow parking for Lake Louise. And we're leaving tomorrow, and we're heading to Jasper. But I see somebody's there.
It's Carrie.
Come on in, Carrie.
Joe Bear Sprayer.
You're a little fast with that bear spray there. But anyhow, I see somebody in the green room. Let's see if Ron wants to come on in game. Okay, I know. Oh, I know. Okay, here we go. Carrie, I'm glad you could join us. Is Wayne coming?
He is in a little bit. He hasn't eaten all day. I just made him a sandwich.
We can sit here.
I just think
All right. Let's add. Hey, Ron.
Hey.
Good to see you
What
all.
are you guys doing? Hi, Carrie, Angela.
Hi.
So, what are y'all up to? See, looks
We
like
just
you're
had
driving.
pizza.
You what?
We just had pizza with Diane and Terry.
Okay.
It's delayed. We just had pizza with Diane and Terry.
Hi, Ron.
We can't really hear you. Hey, there you go.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
Good. How you doing?
Yeah.
Doing good. Go ahead. How's it going, guys? What's up? Hello.
Hey.
It's better late than never, I guess, right? We're all finally, well, not all of us. I can't even see you. I'm getting there. Okay.
There's
Somebody
Lennie.
sit on
That's
the
how
bench.
Lennie.
Hey, how's it going, Lennie?
Terry.
He said hi.
Hi. Good days, Ron.
How's it going, Lennie, Angela, Wayne, Terry?
Hey.
Good. How are you tonight?
Hey, brother. He's trying to drive there. Trying to drive, yeah. Attending.
Okay.
You guys having a good time?
We are. Yesterday we went to Lake Louise and explored all that, and today we did Yoho National Park,
Awesome. Good times.
and that's in British Columbia, only about 30 or so miles down the highway. We're right off of Highway 1 in Alberta right now. We're in the overflow parking for Lake Louise. It's been great here.
Good deal.
Yeah. So
You're good.
where
You
y'all
look
at?
like Don, you look like you lost a little weight. You're gonna have to tell me your secret.
It's real simple. Cut out all carbs and all sugar.
That's what my doctor says too.
It will drop. It will drop like a rock. 60 pounds in just about 3 months.
You're looking good. That's
Okay.
awesome.
You wanted to get in shape so you could outrun somebody when it came to bear country.
Yeah, I just got to outrun at least one other person.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's going to be Wayne.
You hear that, Wayne?
Oh wow! So you had pizza. That's good. That sounds good, actually.
What are you guys out for dinner?
We went to pizza with Jeff and Juanita and Terry and Diane. Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Dang.
So, you got half of them up there, and we got the other half down here.
let's see. I think Ron, what y'all were first in the house, I believe, and then we got Jeff, and
Yep.
then we have David, our endeavor, and looks like Lenny's in here a couple times. Hey, there's
Lennie.
Tom and Lori. Tom and Lori's on here, and Bill.
Oh, cool.
Hi, Tom and Lori.
Tell him, remind him we went to Mexico with him.
Bill from X Fired Up, Cracker Box Palace. And let's see, what have they been saying? Lenny's ready. Oh, okay. Where are you guys at? I don't know if you heard that, Dave, but we're at basically in Banff National Park. We're by Lake Louise. It's only a couple miles down the road. And when I say a couple, what do you say? About 3 or 4?
Yeah, probably.
And then we're at the overflow lot for Lake Louise. And don't tell anybody. You're supposed to stay here one night according to sign, but I saw online I can't Pentium somebody stayed 10, so this is our third and final night before we head out to Jasper. And it's $12 Canadian per night.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. I'm trying to join.
We had to put some loonies in an envelope.
Yeah, loonies. Loonies and toonies and
How full? How full?
I bet it's Pearl. I bet it's Pearl.
oh, Pearl's coming.
Oh,
It is.
how full? How
Oh,
full is the
great.
campground up there?
How full both the hard and the soft side is full. So we couldn't have got in there if we wanted to. I'm not sure if some of us would fit because some of us are 42 feet. It's just like Jasper. We can't fit in the campground there because they won't take 42 feet.
What you looking at us like that for? Crazy. You don't even want us to.
Yeah. So here's Pearl. You're gonna scoot over.
Hello.
You're gonna scoot over.
Where's Bob?
He's in finishing up a video, I hope.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to work in this group.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, you take all this video and you got to do something with it eventually. I got a feeling I'm going to be putting out a video for a year after I get back if I put out 2 a week, or more.
Yeah, Ron and Ricky, when I drove today, I drove the girls' Jeep today, and I went and I got waters and some snacks. I packed it up, and they're like, "You didn't have to do this." I said, "I just want to be like Ron and Ricky."
Oh, hey, wait a minute. There's the bear. Spray him.
Okay, there you go.
Who just came in?
Bob.
Bob.
It's a polar bear.
That's what it looks like, a polar bear.
Yes,
My
polar
bear.
bear.
Hi, Bob.
Hi,
It's a Pearl's bear.
It's a Pearl's bear.
Pearl's bear.
We're getting out of the Jeep right now, so we'll catch up with you in a minute.
all right. Y'all have
I'm
fun.
doing good, Bob. I've been pulling this bear spray ever since somebody comes in just to make sure.
I was that close.
So was Pearl. So was Carrie.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there they are.
Where are they at?
They're at our camp where we stay at in Branson.
Oh, okay.
So they have a lot here
Ricky, where are you at right now?
in Branson,
Okay.
Missouri.
in Missouri, Branson, Missouri. So we're staying here for the summer because Ronnie's having surgery next week.
Yeah.
I hope everything turns out okay.
6 days.
Yeah. I think it will. I think we'll be all right.
Good. Sounds good.
I have a little recovery time, but that's how it goes. So how you liking that tent top still?
I love mine.
Tent top. I like it. On the Jeep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Eh.
So
Cold weather, it's not so sweet.
Oh, that's nothing, Pearl.
is Bob still keeping his feet out the door, or does it get him pulled in?
Well, luckily, he's kind of got himself tucked in.
Well, good, those bears.
Yeah, I don't want those bears getting up there licking on them or anything. Tickling them.
So, this area has the most concentration of people and grizzlies in one small area.
That's
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen any yet?
No, we're trying.
Not yet.
We've been laying out bait and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, teardrop.
Ah, he did it.
Yeah.
Doug got it.
Oh, yeah. We're just looking at one of our neighbors just got him a new teardrop trailer. A teardrop trailer. We was just looking at it. Yeah.
Easy for you to say.
Yes.
Tim Taylor got a new teardrop trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Dave, you're right. Pearl's probably getting itchy to move down the road, but
Hi, Dave. Good to see you.
Oh.
and there's Terry.
Bob's off to
We
work.
are having a great. I'm seeing
Oh,
we're
there's
seeing
Terry.
so much beautiful stuff. It's just overload, and we haven't even really gotten started. We crossed the border 6 days ago, and by the way, that went excellent. I don't think any of us, all 4 RVs, took more than anywhere from 3 to 8 minutes to cross. I probably was the longest. I was first, and they did. She was very nice. So,
Bob has a question for you.
okay, what?
I wanted to ask the group, I'm finishing up the video, so it's almost too late, but I included everybody sticking their tongues out in it.
Oh.
Is that okay? If you're going to squeal, you better squeal loud.
Bob, no, I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
we're good.
Everybody's good? Okay. Thank you.
We went.
You got one of you, right?
We went to a
Oh, that was
360.
ugly.
We went to a 360 restaurant in
Calgary.
Calgary, and some of them had a blueberry dessert, and they had a really, really
How do I
blue.
get out of the live
tongue.
stream?
Real
So,
dark.
Yeah.
I don't know you
So,
can unless you
anyhow, you got to see Bob's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like Sasquatch,
With his white beard and the purple
and you only
claws
see the face and the tongue.
and the tongue.
Yeah,
Terry's
so
on
it's
the
pretty
live.
cool. So be sure to check out Bob's videos on this
Type in
trip
there. Say hey.
on Nick's Exit channel.
Type in there to
All right. So, but the border crossing went really smooth. Wouldn't y'all all agree?
Very, very nice.
And then we went to straight to Calgary, and we lot docked. You got to have reservations though, and two nights max at a mall, which was South Center Mall, and it was great actually. They have RV parking spaces for about 7 or 8 RVs. And like I said, 2 days max. You got to go into the mall and get your sticker, but you have to pre-register to do that. And they do get very busy. It's all full and people want more, but it was great. And then we went where?
Don't ask me. From the mall, we went to the casino.
We went to
Thank you, Carrie. You got it.
what that was called what? Sonoka.
In Canmore.
Yeah. Casino right off of 1. And we stayed there 2 nights, right?
Yes.
We were going to stay 3, but we just stayed 2. That was great too, you know, in the fun. And I got a card, and I think I made a free card for what, $5? I think I walked out with $13.50 Canadian though. So really about $2.
Wayne was the big winner. He won $20.
Yeah, he won 20. So then from there we came here, and I think it was only each time about what, 70 miles or 50 something miles each time. And we're here now at
Which
Lake
made
Louise.
Dawn pretty happy instead of going 150,
Yeah.
300
Now
miles.
tomorrow I think we have like 140 something miles to travel. So I was thinking it was 200 something. So it won't be as long a stay as I thought, which is good.
Just long enough.
But we've heard that Jasper is half the town burned down and a lot of the woods around there. So we'll see. Don't know till we get
We'll
there.
see.
I told everybody, Don, you almost walked into a herd of elk today.
I did. I did.
We stopped we stopped along the way. On the way back, we saw some elk along the side of the road, and we pulled over. And Don didn't realize that they were literally on the side of the road,
up against the Jeep, basically.
He jumps out and
And I
the
walk-
elks are right there.
And I walk around to the driver's side and I go, whoa. But they just kind of
Meandered.
off away from me slowly. And none of them was bull elk. So, but I'm sure he was in the woods watching his harem. So, but it all worked out. But I normally would not get that close to an elk out of a vehicle. But, you know, things happen. I was filming. What you do for film for YouTube, you just don't realize. It's just ridiculous. All right, well, I can't read this that far off. Resetting hotspot. Okay, Dave will be back in a moment. All right.
Are you going to camp deeper in the...
Area using the Jeep top.
No, we're not going to use the tent top.
No,
Not the eye camper.
but after Jasper, it will be
St. George.
St. George, and after St. George, we go into the wilderness for some time.
I
So
think the Jeep topper is just for when Bob is bad and gets kicked out.
there you go.
That's a good idea, Lennie. I hadn't thought of that.
Or it was already mounted and they didn't want to take it off. That's about the size.
That
of it.
basically was the
Yeah.
problem.
So, but no, they don't want to do that on the way up Prudhoe Bay. They don't want to camp out with the bears.
No. That tent would not hold it. No.
Let's see. I can't read these. Oh, sorry. I guess I can read them here.
Drove from Lake Louise to and around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yoho.
National
Ron asked me
Park.
where I drove.
Yeah. There you go.
Yoho.
National Park.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, your name was flashed around a lot yesterday. When we were coming, we had to come up with Hugh's name. And we won't get into that tonight. We'll be calling you later about it. Trust us.
Yeah. And you want to talk about your situation?
Nah.
No.
No,
Thanks, but no
little
thanks.
too raw yet.
no wrong. Too fresh.
This is too fresh.
We're having electrical problems with the inverters,
Yeah.
but it's work in progress.
Yeah. Enough said, right? But
The closest Victron dealer is Anchorage.
Really.
and so far, I have not started a generator since April 22nd, even though it's been cloudy and rainy a lot of the time.
Well,
I'm at 73%, I think it is right now. So I think I'll survive till we leave tomorrow, and they'll charge on the way. But
if
I think
it's nice
it's going
and
to,
sunny.
well, I've got a DC to DC charger that should
Oh,
help.
okay.
And then I think it's going to be cloudy the whole time we're in Jasper. So
I hope you're wrong.
yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Oh,
It's gonna
look
be
at
warmer.
look at this. You ready, Dave?
Did we get David?
Dave, you ready? Give me a thumbs up.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
This is Dave from our Endeavor team. What's that?
I had to turn off one of my I was making the same mistake everybody else does, and I left my YouTube running while I was trying to sign on. I'm Dave. I might not be wearing pants.
Well, somebody's got to do that because this week I'm wearing pants.
God, they cannot leave you in charge of watching for the bears. I see Lenny's got the bear spray and he's ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
There it
I
is.
think that's just going to make them mad myself. But I don't think
Yeah.
it's gonna do
Lenny, that looks kind of small there. You must be going after the small bears.
My bear spray is just as good as anybody else's. It's all in how you use it.
You
I
can't
wasn't
stick it in a
I
throat.
wasn't gonna say I wasn't going there, but yeah, I just throwing it out there.
That
No.
might work on black bears. How about that?
There you go. There you go. I looked. You guys have only moved like a quarter of an inch on my map.
Blow that map up.
Yeah, really.
We are actually less than 40 miles from British Columbia, which we went to today and didn't even know it. I put on all my videos, you know, the audio I put in Alberta, and it turns out it's British Columbia where we went today at Yoho National Park.
You getting some good footage up there?
Oh God, got enough footage.
It's incredible around here.
Everywhere you look is a poster. If it wasn't for the trees right here, you wouldn't believe the mountains right here.
I bet.
I mean, but the trees are blocking them. Or otherwise, I'd have somebody go out there and do me a mobile live.
You know, that's the problem. That's a problem with the East Coast. I'm over here, and I've mentioned this before. You know, I get sunsets and sunrises from people over, you know, in you know, on the West Coast, and including Tom and Lori. And I'll tell you what, I love the green, and I was really ready for some green, but it is that's all you can see. I mean, it is the trees. I drove up I-95, and I could have shown the same segment of footage driving up I-95 for Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina.
Wow.
You can't see past the trees.
That's
Wow.
it, exactly.
And
Yeah.
you're used to not seeing any trees for
Exactly.
months and months and months.
Yeah.
on end.
Yep.
So you're talking like you're getting tired of trees.
I'm close. I'm not there yet, but I'm close.
You'll miss them as soon as you get back to the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the fireflies are starting to come out, and I love the fireflies. And I see just a half dozen or so every night, and I keep waiting because I know they're going to start building, and it's going to start getting better. But
well, Dave, if they were here, that you wouldn't see them till about midnight or 1 o'clock.
Exactly.
Because see how bright it is? It'll be
Yeah.
this bright at about 10.
Is that right? Yeah. Now
And
I
we
see
haven't
you're not,
gone up that far.
you are inside the tent. Now, how come you're not outside the tent?
It's a little chilly.
It's cold out there.
It's probably like 48, a little bit of breeze, a little bit.
Mine says 46 degrees outside.
I said
Oh,
But,
that's actually not bad. I mean, that has to have been kind of expected.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, I forgot to mention Tom and Lori's in here. Are you still here? Make a comment, Tom and Lori.
I've got no chat on mine. I don't know if nobody's chatting or because I had to go and reset my hotspot, and I seem to be.
I said hi.
I-
Did you show the shirt?
Oh, I have your shirt. Remember when you did these emblem shirts for us?
I do. Oh, I love it.
I still got mine.
That's awesome.
Come on, Tom and Lori. Say, oh, there they are. Yes, something about yes.
Hi, Tom and Lori.
For some reason, I'm not getting any of the chat on my end, and but I've got my internet is really bad tonight, guys. If I had to call live tonight, I wouldn't have done it just because even with the reset, I'm really slow on my up.
So where are you, Dave? Same place?
Still in the same place, Colonial Beach, and
Okay.
I'm going up to a small campground on Sunday, and I'm really looking forward to that because it just occurred to me. I don't plan holidays that far in advance anymore. In fact, I rarely ever plan holidays other than Thanksgiving and Christmas. But this Monday is Memorial Day, and I'm going to be about 15 miles out of Washington, D.C. So I am. Oh, I see Carrie. Carrie's shaking her head. No. Okay. No. I want to go into Arlington National Cemetery and watch laying of the wreath there. I think they do that.
Now that I didn't do.
You'll have to video that, Dave.
For Memorial Day, that would be
Awesome.
Amazing.
That
Yeah.
would
Right.
be awesome. So
Right.
you're going to actually be there Memorial Day.
I am, cross my fingers. I am going to do my very best. I leave out of here on Sunday, and I have reservations for a campground right there outside of Washington, D.C. for what's that?
Cherry Hill.
Oh, you would ask me that. I was just looking at it. I don't think that Icasa or something like that.
Dave, just park at Cracker Barrel. They let me stay there 3 or 4 nights, so I went and filmed.
Well,
I might find a place there on Memorial Day.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't. Lewis F. Casca Regional Park.
Well,
and
my one recommendation is don't drive the RV into DC.
no,
you have to pass through it to go north.
I will go around.
Well, not downtown, but still.
Yeah, no, I will go around. Yeah, no, that I'm not. I'm going to plan my routes very wisely because I do not want to go into DC.
And good luck driving 95 through Baltimore.
Yeah, I
just seen somebody hit me in the face.
I have not picked up my or figured out what my route is over to Gettysburg, but I'm heading over to Gettysburg after that. So
you're not going up 95. Okay.
We all celebrated Victoria Day last week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was a big weekend up here last week, Victoria Day.
You think it's going to be a problem this weekend because there's probably a lot of Americans up here. You wouldn't believe, Dave, you would not believe the rental RVs. They're all rental, and most of them are from Canada. Now, that don't mean that. What that might mean is Americans crossed the border and then rented the RV.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
But
you wouldn't believe
might not be a bad idea either.
Yeah. Every one of them is a rental RV. You rarely see an RV like ours.
Wow. Yeah.
Of course, we are early. When was the first day of spring? Yesterday or today or
March 21st?
Yesterday. Okay.
March
21st.
Not spring. Summer's July 21st.
June 21st.
Boy, I can't see.
You know, you've had enough years to figure this out, Dawn.
You think?
Well, what threw me is the little restaurant we went to at Emerald Lake actually had summer. It said on it, summer menu. So I'm going, today's first day of summer?
Right.
I think that meant summer eating here in summer.
Don,
Right.
I'm a sucker for Christmas stores, but I don't think it's Christmas when I come out.
I think he got you on that one, Don.
Well, we discussed it. No one corrected me. That's the scary part. We had a whole conversation.
We wanted to wait till tonight.
Do it on camera.
This will be funny later.
Dave, see what I'm dealing with?
I've traveled with you before, Don. I know what they're dealing with. All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, the bushes are still budding. I mean, they haven't even blossomed yet. So it's
spring is around the corner.
Yeah, out here, I think spring starts when United States summer starts. So.
Yeah. But
no,
you probably don't get much. You don't get much summer up there. I wouldn't think, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Well, when we was at the casino a couple days ago, the guy says next week it will be hot, and it will stay hot.
So what is the interpretation of that? What is hot?
Well, I take that to mean hot.
72.
Maybe it was.
I'm thinking, because you talk to an Eskimo and they say it gets up to 32. It's hot.
Yeah, don't get the Fahrenheit.
Oh, look at this. Unfortunately, Tom and Lori's rubbing it in, and I don't know who's running that. I don't know if it's Tom and Lori, but
That's Tom. That looks like Tom.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. That's
Very
Tom.
good.
That's probably Tom.
Very good.
Yeah, Tom will do it.
I think Prince George is like 70.
Yes, supposed to hit 70.
Yeah, supposed to hit 70 with Prince George.
69, Jeff.
69 in Jasper, and we're there.
We ate outside today.
Yeah,
Sat outside.
we did.
That's in Fahrenheit, not Newton meters.
Well, I can't see the chat, so if anybody, I'm for some reason I am not. Oh,
Well,
okay,
there's a
now
whole
I
lot
got
of
it.
chat going on.
Okay, I got it now.
It's not like your channel where everybody's chatting all the time.
Yeah, people say
Oh wow!
Ouch.
But I'm bummed.
Wow!
What I live with?
You owe him a
Oh yeah.
Pay back.
Yeah. Well, what can I say?
So now you
Hey,
guys
you-
are rolling. You guys are
Yeah.
rolling now. I said earlier, Miss Pearl's got to be getting a little twitchy, not being at that steering wheel. I don't even know how you've managed to.
Hey, I'm doing good. Just for a couple of days, no problem.
Okay, but now you're rolling out tomorrow.
the Rushing River.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
down the embankment.
Oh, we weren't supposed to tell anybody.
Well, I got video proof.
Hey. You're not supposed to use that.
Bob could be watching.
Yeah.
Bob is watching. I could hear it when I walked by.
All the rest of us were like, hey, I don't
But
know.
she didn't.
He was the only one who was brave enough.
She didn't go off the side of whatever you call it, the hill,
No.
which was a little
That
treacherous,
convergence of the
to go
Mhm.
down to see. Yes,
The two rivers.
the two waters joining
Waterfalls,
together.
yeah.
and it was good. It was cool, but it wasn't that bad. It was actually easier coming back up than going
well,
down.
if you came up the right way.
Well,
I
now
came up the wrong way.
now who's having the brain fart? Okay.
Jerry came up a different way, and she was almost crawling uphill. It was that steep.
It wasn't almost.
I was trying to make it look better, Terry.
Well, Tom's trying to make this like Vegas.
That
What
was
happens
another-
in Canada stays
another
in
group didn't
Canada.
speak any English, and they followed her up that same path.
Stupid American. Stupid American. Stupid American.
Yeah, that was good action for a goat.
What happens in Canada stays in Canada.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, and we just starting, so no telling what's going to happen. It's just so much beautiful scenery, and I'm so looking forward to seeing it all.
It's absolutely majestic.
It is.
Yeah.
Every place you look, just driving down the highway.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I'm capturing it with the 4K dash cam. I might be putting a video out for that because it's just mountains on both sides,
Gorgeous.
snow covered.
Gorgeous.
It's just gorgeous.
We
So,
still find time to play cards.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. And Mexican train.
Not yet.
Yes.
We will.
Now,
So-
have you researched the route that you guys are taking up there? And because it seems to me, I remember another channel doing the route up there. And
These two ladies.
as
Dave?
I recall, well,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
as I recall, it seemed to me that they ran into a really long stretch of gravel road. Are you guys
It's gonna be on the
Have
way
you-
back.
Yeah.
That was
maybe on the way back?
construction.
Well, aren't we coming the
Is that
same way
supposed
back?
to be in Alaska? though?
But Dave, these two ladies,
Yeah.
Carrie and Angela, are doing all the planning. I
Okay.
haven't planned anything. I'm going where they tell me to go.
And Mr. Wayne previews it on Google Maps before we drive.
Oh,
it.
that's fantastic. That is a heck of an option. I really like that. I've got a 5-mile rule on gravel roads anymore, just because I've run into sometimes when it was 28 miles on gravel, and it still took me 6 months to replace headlights and windshields and everything else on the tow cars. And I said, you know what, I'm not going to do that again.
I've already got one windshield in the Jeep. One got replaced already.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a stretch of road, I don't know how long, in Yukon that we do have some concerns about, but it's not going to keep us from going.
I mean, your options are limited.
We're not.
Right.
Well,
You have a choice of 2 roads.
Bob and Pearl already got a chip, and that was back in Montana, and Bob's already fixed it. You can't tell it.
2 chips.
Oh, okay.
2 chips.
2 chips.
It's
Yeah.
already fixed both.
Now nobody. You all have tow cars except for you, Don, right?
Right.
And do any of you have those protectors or any sort of protector for that gravel that might kick up?
We made like a homemade yoga mat wrapped in a tarp, and we got it kind of bungeed on the inside when we go. It's working pretty good. Wayne's got one of those, I don't know what the thing's called.
Like
the shields that
It's like
go
a skirt on the back of the RV, between the RV and the Jeep. It's like a little skirt.
That's what I was curious about. I would really like to hear if that works and keeps the damage down, because that is something that I've considered. And I'm not a big fan of having a hula skirt on the back of the coach, but if it protects the truck from that gravel, it would open up that. The only reason that I have a no gravel over 5 miles rule is because I'm going to drive it slow. I don't want to damage my vehicle again like I did that time.
Yeah, the guys that go flying around you and sending up the rocks. That's what happened to Lennie and Angela's Jeep.
Yeah.
You know, there is one flaw to this plan. What stays in Canada, what happens in Canada stays in Canada. Look at what Bill put. It's all over YouTube.
You're right. Right.
I will say the broken windshield happened in Montana before I did the yoga mat wrapped in the tarp, and I got that idea from Jeff. So.
Oh, nice.
Jeff.
Nice.
Because we copied it.
We copied that idea.
We copied it too.
Yeah. So far, no chip.
And it wasn't on a gravel road, was it?
No, it wasn't even a gravel road.
It was a pavement.
It was
y'all's highway.
It was a big crack.
It was on the highway.
It was not a chip. That was a crack. We replaced it.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. I have windshield insurance on the truck to cover the windshields on the coach, not on the truck, on the coach. I don't on the truck. And but the truck windshield, if I had to replace that, is only about $250, $300. The coach windshield is about $1,800. So
or more.
Yeah, well, I have the split windshield, so it's the 2-piece.
Oh.
So
okay.
Yeah, we have the curved edges, and it's about $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That means mine would be too. Then
You got curved windshield.
well, a little bit, not as bad as yours though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only needed it once, but I think it added on about $15 a month to my insurance, and to me that just seemed worth it. So,
my windshield's only going to cost for the motorhome $250. So I lowered my deductible.
Yeah.
Good.
There you go.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that video from Arlington Memorial.
Yeah, I really want to make that happen, and it's what I've been fighting here now. I've been here just about 2 weeks now. Coming up on next Sunday, it'll be 2 weeks, and there's only been about 3 days of sunshine, and the rest of the time it has been cloudy. And today it has been everything. There's puddles everywhere. It's been raining
here.
Yeah, just off and on. That makes it really tough to go out and try to enjoy and explore and see things. So I'm hoping to get Fredericksburg in tomorrow. That's my last shot at it. And don't know. I don't know.
Lennie, you got to do this.
Well, Bill's got a good point. He says in Florida, if you have full coverage, they will replace or repair your windshield at no cost to you.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah.
Even on the motorhome, even on your RV.
In Florida, they make you.
Yeah, I don't know.
If that would be on your RV, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I've only needed that insurance on the windshield once, and thank God I had it, because it was, I really didn't want that bill. But
Yeah. No fun.
that
Well,
$15 a month was worth it.
I've got a crack, I don't know, about so long towards top passenger side that was spotted by Jim Bertram when we was in Mexico, and he was cleaning my windshield. He's that nice a guy, and he got on a ladder and cleaned the whole windshield, and he saw it and pointed out to me, and it has not changed at all, and that was over 3 years ago.
Wait until a cop sees it.
Well, you won't see it.
Yeah. I think it, as long as it's out of his driver's vision, they won't. But if it is, they'll make it fix it.
No, it's way up the top. I don't know, so far from the very top of the windshield, right below where it says Cowboy Biker Adventures.
Nice.
So
nice.
Anyhow, and it hasn't been a problem.
Well, I've been, just a little curious about that, because I believe it was Motorhome Experiment, and they were coming back down, and their rig was absolutely filthy. And as I recall, they said it was about 250 miles of gravel road. And I thought, oh my Lord, I don't know, I could handle 250. I had problems with 28 miles.
It's changed. That was years ago. Poor Paul and Lorena. They're still stuck in La Paz. They got the wrong engine sent to them, and they're still. I kind of feel sorry for them. At least they're in a city where they got things to do. They got a place to park it while it's getting fixed,
right?
And apparently full hookup, so it could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
That's Paul and Lorena from now they go by TME.
Yeah.
If you want to check them out on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're a good couple.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so what else y'all got to add?
We're having a blast, and we'll be from here on out. I think we're driving more than 70 miles a day till we hit the Homer Spit. Yeah. Then we might be driving like 10 miles. Not even. We're gonna spend a lot of time on the Homer Spit, but up until then, so we'll be seeing.
We're definitely gonna put some kilograms on tomorrow.
Kilometers.
American, okay? So
they got that funny measuring system here.
Kilos is a whole different thing, Lenny. So just
troopers, no, none of that.
See, they're miles to kilometers. The miles to kilometers is basically 6.2 or 6.3, if I remember correctly, to a mile, or vice versa, 6.2 miles to a kilometer.
Yeah.
The money is about 72%. I just wish they was both the same. It would be real easy to remember. And if they keep running this country like they're starting off with the new prime minister, it may be 60.
Hey.
No politics.
Yeah. Politics. We have to live in this.
I did learn the difference between a loony and a toonie.
Yep.
What a loony is and a toonie.
No, you tell them.
Oh, you got him in his pocket.
Okay,
I got one.
A loony, they don't have paper dollars or $2. They have a coin, and the coin is a loony, and the $2 coin is a toonie. So you can get 2 loonies for a toonie.
And this is a toonie.
Nope.
Okay.
No, that's a loony.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a loony. This is a $1.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Which is really about 72 cents.
Your coins.
I don't have any toonies. Pearl took all mine.
That's the other side. And the toonie has got the silver around the middle and just the gold color, brass color in the middle.
I didn't understand the difference between loonies and toonies, and Pearl exchanged some with me. And I think she took advantage of my knowledge. Give me 18 toonies, and I'll give you this dime.
No!
I kind of got.
It was Canadian dime.
Lennie,
kind of got full money. Look at this.
is a 10 a Tanuni?
This is a $10, and look, it's got. They all have cellophane in them.
It's how see-through.
Wow.
Can I tell them my other fact about
Yep.
Canadian money you can pick up with a magnet? I found that accidentally, and I don't want to go into a lot of detail because
Canadian coins.
Canadian
Canadian
coins
coins.
you can pick up with a magnet. So if you have like a Canadian nickel and with a bunch of other American change, you just run a magnet through there, you come up with a nickel. It's amazing. Anyway, that's something fun to play with when you're got nothing else.
It must have iron. I'm sure iron.
When you're really, really bored, just
Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes.
Who said that?
Tom and Lord.
We are. But I got news for you, Tom. So are you.
That's why we all love you so much.
That's right. I just wish y'all could have came on the trip, and Dave, obviously, I wish you could have came. It would have been almost perfect.
Someday I will do it, and I can't do it now, but maybe someday I will, and who knows? I mean, one way or the other, we'll figure it out. But
well, Dave, you're younger than me, so that someday is possible. Me, this is kind of my last shot at it. I got.
Oh, fiddly dee don.
no.
I'm not whining. Strap dog is fat.
Well, I
No,
do
I'm
have
talking
to
about
do
the
it.
trip.
I do have to do it someday because it was my dad's and my mom and dad's dream to do that, and so at some point I need to go up there just for them. But I may do an Alaskan cruise rather than driving. That just seems like it would be. I could probably do that without too much problem. So
You'd still enjoy it.
yeah,
There's nothing like the drive.
yeah. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, you miss out on a lot of that. I'm stuck in my ways with that. My 70-mile travel days, I kind of enjoy. So
Well, so far we've been adhering to that, except for when we first crossed the border. Where we go about 150
or 100.
No,
You went
180.
further than us.
yeah, I was gonna say that if I would have had to cross at the same time with you, I would have caught up with you by now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, you would have, because we stayed 2 nights, 3 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have caught us.
Yep. There you go. Go.
So, but anybody else got anything to add? I may cut this short just because we're out of things to talk about. Unless you want me to show some pictures.
Today was beautiful.
Yes.
Today was
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
We went when we first went there. We went straight to the visitor center, and we were finding out about the train tunnels, the spiral
Oh,
tunnel.
Train tunnel, yeah.
Wow.
And
Oh yeah.
right when we're there at the spiral tunnel, they were talking about the spiral tunnel. We hear something. I said, "What is that?" He said, "It's either a train or a helicopter." Everybody ran outside, found out that it's a train. We ran to the viewing area, and we were able to see one train on 3 different tracks. It was crazy.
Well, the same track. There
Same
was
track,
track,
3
yes.
different levels.
But 3 different levels, the same train. It goes in, comes around, and goes out. And
In
next
the
thing you know,
mountain.
it goes down on the bottom, right it back out. And we were
Sure.
able to witness that, and it was crazy.
I can't show it.
That was really. He's got a video,
Wow.
I think.
I
I
can't.
can't
It won't
show
let me
it.
show
Okay.
it for some reason.
Yeah.
It
And
won't.
If there wasn't a train there, though, you'd look at it and go, "Okay, that's nice."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
a hole coming out of the
Okay.
mountain.
The
But
train made it.
But when you can see the same train, it's
3.
one train on 3 different levels going in and out of a tunnel and then down around by you. It's amazing.
It
3
was
different spots, just in the same train.
Absolutely amazing.
and then it does it a second time across the highway, but you can't view that. But
Wow.
Because of all the trees.
it's actually a spiral inside the
Inside
mountain.
the mountain.
Yeah.
Inside
you know?
the mountain.
And then we went to see the where the rivers converge, and there were 3 rivers. There are 2 rivers. There were a blue one and a green one, and they converge together, and then they make a. It was just beautiful.
It
The
was
waterfalls.
All different color waterfalls,
Yeah.
and Pearl spotted where the water was bubbling up between the rock, with the rocks, because it was where one of the rivers had split a little bit and went like between some rocks. It was really nice. That was nice. And
Wow.
yeah, then we went we went and visited the village. That was like, okay. And then we went back, and then we went over to see the natural bridge, which was
Yes.
really
That was
quite
gorgeous.
cool.
Wow,
Yeah,
that was
beautiful.
some rushing water.
It's like everywhere you look is beautiful.
It's a
hard-
river. It's a river hits a wall and then has to turn.
Yeah.
And it's just
Amazing.
a rock wall. So
And it goes down and like disappears, and then it goes like underneath where the bridge was.
And the noise level of that water rushing is incredible. And you can
Wow.
see that it cut through the shale of the rocks.
Wow.
Pretty incredible. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country here.
And from then we went to Emerald Lake, which was really, it was, I couldn't believe it was. I know, like if I see a green lake, I'd like,
That's, yeah, slimy.
but it was
See the bottom of it though.
It was
Yeah.
crystal clear.
Is it similar going to a national park here as it is up there?
No,
They're
they have internet. They have cell phone service. It's awesome.
Yoho
Yeah.
wasn't that good.
sorry.
But and they're bigger.
They're
They're
huge.
huge.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're far more majestic,
They
if
are.
that's
They
an
are.
easy word to use.
I think because the Rockies here are more majestic.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
oh,
We're-
my
Rockies,
gosh.
yeah.
From east to west, traveling across the Canadian Rockies, according to the map, we've only gone 1/3 in. And so they're massive. They're massive. And they're still, we saw mountaintop today on the ride back. Lennie, wouldn't you agree? It was maybe snowing
Might
up
have been
there.
snowing on the top of that.
Sure looked
It
like
looks
it.
like it.
Sure looked like it.
The night's been down to 29 or 28.
Yeah,
Yes.
cold.
Cold up
It
Yeah,
is
last
rather
night was
cold.
28. And the night before, I think, was 32 or 1. I don't remember.
Too cold, Dave. Too cold.
Chilly.
Yep.
Well, if you were chasing 70 degrees, I'm not sure how far up into Canada you're going to make it. So,
That's what Wayne said. He goes, "What happened to the chasing 70 degrees?"
I think that's behind us. We
Yeah.
gotta slow down just
Yeah.
to catch us.
You would
Really?
turn around before you entered Idaho. And we did, well, let's see, the last live we did was from that was from Shelby.
Yeah.
But where we camped in the forests and mountains of Idaho, like 10 miles as the crow flies from Yellowstone National, it was just gorgeous. And it had snowed 4 inches the day before we got there. So it was great.
nice.
But
Nice.
it's been good. It's been really good. So
How
anybody
is
else?
How is I have to ask, how has it been to refuel up there? Do you kind of cringe a little bit when you pull into someplace to fuel up?
Only if you're behind Dawn.
Because I was far enough to get the first spot. And here's the problem, and it is expensive, but here's the problem.
You mean you understand the
We've only-
conversion?
We've only filled up
You
once.
put in the card and it only lets you do the max of 20 Canadian dollars.
200.
200.
200, I'm sorry.
Oh,
And then
right.
you gotta redo the pump and do it again.
So we see
Right.
him take it out of his tank and put it on here, thinking that he's done. And we're like, "Okay, Pearl, come on." And then all of a sudden he's putting it back in again.
So now, mind you, the Jeep is on the back of the rig. I cannot back up.
Right.
I am
Right.
blocking traffic from coming in or going out of this parking lot because I'm so far behind him, I can't get around.
Well, wait a minute. Part of this was I pulled into where the gas pumps were. They went around where the trucks was. What happened back
They were
They
shut
were
down.
shut down.
They were
Pumps
shut
weren't
down.
working where the trucks fill up. So we had to come back around.
then? They
Oh,
had to come
no.
Had to go in the car,
But they
the car
blame me
side.
because I thought ahead.
No, You thought it had because you've got gas and
That's
diesel,
right.
smarty pants.
That's right. That's it. I'll teach you.
The truth of the matter is, we're really not sure how expensive it is because none of us really understand the conversion.
Well, where we got it was $1.39 a liter. So you got basically multiply that by 4.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
And then convert it to American money. So what would that? So it'd be 560, but only 72% of 560. So it was, I think it was about 380 in my head. I just did it off the top of my head.
Time we convert liters to gallons, and then loonies to toonies.
Yeah.
We don't know.
You're so exhausted, you say, I don't care. Here's my money.
So far.
We've only done it once, but I do need to fill up in Jasper.
I have to agree with Carrie. You just stick the nozzle in, pull the handle, and let it rip because you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, especially once you committed to come here. I mean, what are
Right.
you going to do? Helicopter it out? Have a helicopter pick you up, bring you back?
All our GPSs, we switched over to kilometers, so we don't have any clue what kind of fuel mileage we're going to use.
And kilometers to the liter.
I know they're like,
Kilometers to the liter.
Yes.
But
And 10 kilometers, make a left. We're like,
I got to say this, though. Canada is so gorgeous. It's a wonderful country. The people are so nice.
It's worth the map.
it's worth the map.
It's worth the map. And I hope I didn't offend anybody, but
No.
And they can't do anything about their politicians just like we can. So,
Right.
you know, it is what it is, but it is a beautiful, wonderful country, and the people are just marvelous
very nice.
and, you know, helpful, you know,
Very.
very helpful.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend this, folks. If you ever get a chance, you got to come do this. Okay.
It's absolutely worthwhile.
Yep, absolutely. Well, you guys, thank you for having me on. It was fun to hang out with you guys. I wish that I was there.
Good to see you, Dave.
Good to see
Please
you.
be
By the way,
safe.
yeah, we will. Go ahead.
Yeah, just you guys just be safe, have fun, and we want to see all the pictures and the video. Sounds like Bob is editing video. Tell Bob I said hi. I saw him earlier, but I saw that he was leaving before I could get on. So
All right. I'll tell
All
him.
right.
all right.
Bye.
All right. Good seeing you,
Good
Dave.
night, everybody. Take care.
Take care.
Safe travels to you all.
We're just saying goodbye to Dave right now. I want to
Oh,
remind everybody to look at Dave's live on Sunday night. Which Dave, when is that going to be?
Sunday night.
Sunday night. It'll
Come on, Bob.
I did
tried
it.
to nail him down. I cannot nail him down to a time.
I did it a little later this last Sunday, and it seemed to work out okay. And I believe that was 7:30 Eastern. And I will probably shoot for that again. So
All right.
What's that
Yeah.
converted to Canadian time?
Can you convert that into Canadian time, Lennie asked?
yeah, I don't know if I can convert it in Canadian time.
Well,
I'll send you the link.
all
Very
right.
good.
Sunday will be.
All right.
Safe travels,
Bye.
you guys.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Dave. Take care.
Bye.
All right, you too.
Hey, Dave.
And I want to remind everybody, every Thursday night, I plan on doing this as long as it works out anyway. You know, we're kind of busy on the road, but I'm trying to do it 6 o'clock Mountain Time each time. But I hope you join us. And y'all want to add anything?
No, I think we're good.
All right. Next time we'll try to have Bob on here. You know, Bob, he kind of keeps us all laughing.
No.
shy.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Shy.
Everybody have a great evening and see you next week.
Take care, all.
See you guys.
Good night.
Bye.